Cannabis Smoke TV.
Fentanyl-laced marijuana, facts and fiction. Hello there, and welcome to Cannabis Smoke TV. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. What's the truth about fentanyl-laced marijuana, and do you need to be worried? Fentanyl is a serious issue across the United States and worldwide. But do you need to be worried about fentanyl-laced marijuana? The simple answer is no. The legalization of marijuana in Canada and across states in the USA is continuing to rise, but it hasn't stopped rumors about marijuana laced with fentanyl from spreading. In the following article, we'll look at the top 3 myths and misconceptions about fentanyl and marijuana. Top 3 fentanyl and marijuana myths and misconceptions. Number 1 myth: marijuana laced with fentanyl is causing widespread fatalities. While fentanyl is frequently added to heroin, Lawrence Weinstein, MD, ABHM, FASAM, FAMA, the chief medical officer at American Addiction Centers, recently told WebMD that there is no scientific data that would validate the assumption that fentanyl-laced weed is causing widespread fatalities thus far. Scientific data suggests that fentanyl is anywhere from 80 to 100 times stronger than morphine. The intense and sudden high associated with fentanyl and the fact that users often don't know they're using it is why it's so dangerous. Number 2 myth: drug dealers lace marijuana to get users addicted. Drug dealers are lacing drugs such as heroin with fentanyl to get people more addicted. So far, laboratories haven't identified any marijuana laced with the drug. There are several reasons why this doesn't make a lot of sense. Number 1, cost. Marijuana is low cost and readily available at many legal locations, so adding fentanyl, which is expensive, to it doesn't make a lot of financial sense. Number 2, effectiveness. Fentanyl has a high risk of causing fatal overdoses, so adding it to any drug to increase addiction and cause dependency isn't very effective. Number 3 myth: if you tested positive for fentanyl and marijuana, you have used laced weed. If you're buying marijuana illegally from a drug dealer, you have an increased risk of testing positive for other illegal substances. For example, you may have used marijuana and then tested positive for fentanyl in a random drug test. The most obvious reason for this is that the drug dealer you purchased marijuana from also sells other illicit drugs and prepares them or stores them in the same area. Surfaces that aren't carefully cleaned between drugs could end up becoming cross-contaminated. If you used marijuana and tested positive for fentanyl, there's a good chance you would also test positive for other illicit drugs. Fentanyl-laced marijuana, facts and fiction, conclusion. Now you have a clear idea about the facts and fiction surrounding fentanyl and marijuana in the United States. While we aren't downplaying the dangers associated with fentanyl, or in the seriousness of this dangerous compound, it's essential to know the difference between facts and fiction. Obviously, purchasing marijuana legally from reputable companies is always the safest option to avoid any cross-contamination. Marijuana sold in stores is constantly tested for various contaminants, and companies must meet strict state regulations regarding testing and packaging. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share.